account, we have my company name at the top here, which is Mattis Marketing. So you can see that's me. My name's Andy Mattis. And down here, we're looking for the 4,800. As you can see there, 4,800 came in there. If we scroll down, another 4,800 came in there. What's going on, guys? It's Andy Mattis here, and in this video I'm going to reveal how I made $4,800 in one day with my coaching consulting business. And in just a second I'm going to share with you proof of how I did this. Now, the best thing about this system that I'm about to share with you is that it's a repeatable process. So I didn't just do this once. It was something I was able to duplicate over and over again. And in just a second, I'm going to pull up my screen and show you exactly how I did this stuff. Okay, guys, so welcome back. Like I said, I was going to pull up my screen and actually show you real proof of me actually doing this stuff, guys. So here, as you can see down in my Stripe account, we have my company name at the top here, which is Mattis Marketing. So you can see that's me. My name's Andy Mattis. And down here, we're looking for the 4,800. As you can see there, a 4,800 came in there. If we scroll down, another 4,800 came in there. And we were also processing payments through PayPal. Okay, so we've had 4,800 coming through PayPal as well. But more importantly, like I said, it's a repeatable process. Not everybody was able to pay in full. So some people put on payment plans and stuff like that. So you can see, the smaller payments of 2,000, 1,583, 1,583. You can see another 1,583 there, 1,750 and stuff like that. And then we've got some small sort of low ticket, $500, $100. All right. So like I said, this is a repeatable process, guys. Okay, this isn't something that I've just done once. This is something that I've done over and over again. And in just a second, I'm going to walk you through the simple step-by-step system that you can use to actually implement this stuff for yourself and start earning this kind of money even more in your own coaching consulting business. And guys, I know there is so much BS out there online at the moment, right? So this is the reason that I want to actually pull up my Stripe account to actually show you, just to be transparent. I always like to be as transparent as I can with you guys. So I just wanted to actually pull up some social proof just to prove that I'm not just another one of those BS people. This is something that I've actually done, something that I've actually been able to help my other clients do as well. So yeah, I just wanted to basically show you guys some social proof before we actually jump into the strategy. All right, guys, so just quickly before we jump into the strategy, I just need you to quickly like this video, comment down below and let me know, if you're a coach or consultant, what is it that you sell? If you're somebody that wants to learn how to get into coaching consulting, let me know exactly what it is that you want to do, what exactly it is that you sell online, and sort of where you're from. Where are you guys tuning in from? Drop a comment down below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I'm always sharing new videos, new tips of how you guys can make money online. So the very first thing that you guys are going to need to understand, okay, is there isn't just sort of one thing that's just going to basically, you're going to do one thing and this money's going to roll in, okay? Like I said, I always like to be as transparent as possible. So I'm just giving it to you straight, okay? This isn't some sort of push button system for you to be able to make money, right? I don't believe in any of that stuff, okay? There are a series of systems, okay, that have to work in tune with each other in order to make this work, right? So it's kind of like, you think of like a car engine, for example. You've got all the different components, right? And if one of these components is broken, then the engine will fail, right? And it's the same thing with your marketing business. If you're not already making good money with your business, then it's highly likely that one of these kind of components inside your online business isn't working properly. Okay, so I'm just going to basically break down exactly all of the components that were working for me in order for me to be able to, first of all, generate 4,800 in 24 hours, and then obviously make that a repeatable process. Okay, so first things first, guys, you need to stop charging hourly for your services. Okay, and this may sound a bit weird for a lot of people, because I remember when I first heard this stuff, it was super weird. I'm like, well, surely you would charge hourly because that's just what people do, right? No, stop it, right? And the reason that I say that is because if you charge hourly for your services, it literally makes you a slave to your business. So what I mean is, let's say, for example, that you're charging $100 an hour. In order for you to make more money, it means you have to work more hours, right? It's not scalable. There's only so many hours a person can put in, which basically makes it a very unscalable kind of method for you to earn money in your online business. And you're certainly not going to be able to make that 4,800 in a single hour. It wasn't just 24 hours. I made this 4,800 in less than an hour. It's about 30 minutes inside my online business, right? So stop charging hourly and start charging for the transformation, right? So let's say, for example, that, the transformation that you're helping people make is helping them to earn 6 figures in a year, right? So if you're helping someone make like $10,000 per month, that's $120,000 over the course of a year, right? So you could potentially charge $10,000 for that service, right? Because the result that you're helping people get is 10x in their investment, right? So it's not about how much you charge at the front, it's about what's the return on the investment going to be for the client that's enrolling in your service, right? So I'm helping people make 6 figures. I could charge 10K, okay, because I'm helping them get a 10x return on their investment, right? Now, the good thing about charging for the transformation is like essentially people just want a transformation as quickly as they can get it, right? People don't want to be waiting around for like a year to start earning money, right? So it doesn't really matter. Like, obviously, like I said, that's basically how you're going to price it, but it doesn't really matter, how long this person takes to get the transformation. They want it and they want it fast. Okay. So I could charge someone 10K, and if I could get them the result in like a week, that's brilliant. Okay. If I can get them result in 2 weeks, that's brilliant. Like, and this is what makes it so good, guys, is because like typically most programs are going to be somewhere between the 8 to 12 week mark, right? But I'm not charging hourly. You charge for the transformation, and that's what makes it really scalable, guys. If you can sort of, start bringing in sales every single day, right? And you're charging 4,800, which is basically what I was charging, for this particular program that I was selling there in the affiliate marketing space. You're starting to bring in sales each day. That is more scalable than basically trading your time for hourly pay, right? So stop charging hourly pay and start charging for the transformation. And yeah, typically, however much you're charging, you want to make sure that the result that you're helping them get is at least 10x what you're charging. Okay. So from there, basically what I did was I created, obviously before I started charging stuff, what I did was I created something called an MVP. Okay. Which is just stands for a minimum viable program. So it's just simply an A4 sheet of paper. Okay. Which mapped out exactly what my program entailed. Right. And this is before I even sold it. Right. So I had an 8-week program. So on this MVP, I had basically an A4 sheet of paper with 8 bullet points, right? And each bullet point was a week, right? And within the week, I basically mapped out exactly what I was going to be teaching in this program, right? And then from there, it was just a case of me basically going out and selling it. Before I'd even touched any slides, built any online course or any of that stuff, I mapped out this MVP so that basically when I jumped on a call with these people and they asked, right, Andy, like, what is it that you're selling? I could just basically put up this piece of paper and I could tell them, okay, so this week I'm going to be teaching you this, next week I'm going to be teaching you that, the third week I'm going to be teaching you that. And then it was just a case of me then obviously going out and selling it, right? So that didn't take long. I was obviously marketing through Facebook. I went out and I sold it. And then from there, I obviously had to then deliver the coaching, right? So what I did was, I said to them when on the call, I've just sold it, okay, blah, blah, blah. The first coaching call is going to be in a week's time, right? And what I did was I created a group coaching program, which I delivered live through Zoom. And I would jump on a call every Friday, okay? And I would deliver the coaching live, right? So once I delivered the coaching, I would then basically record those videos and then upload them into a membership portal, just in case they needed to reference back to what we just spoken about on the coaching call, okay? And then basically once those 8 weeks had been delivered, right? The most amazing thing is that now my coaching is fully automated with a digital course. Okay. So I'm not repeating myself over and over again with different clients. Okay. That's all automated. So from there, all I did was really just offer support. Okay. So I did 2 group coaching calls, which is, an hour each, about an hour each. So 2 hours out of my week, to help my students that are going through my digital course. And then that allowed me to focus all of my attention on sales and marketing. Right. So this is where, it gets interesting, guys. This is how it's able to be such a repeatable process. I'm not burning myself out with tons of one-on-one coaching. My coaching is automated. I'm just focusing on a little bit of group coaching to offer support. So support is very important, if you're selling pretty much anything. And then it just allowed me to focus on the sales and marketing aspect of things. So like I said, all of my marketing was done through Facebook organic. I'm not going to go into like massive detail about how to do Facebook organic marketing in this video, because I've actually created, tons of videos about how to do that stuff already, guys. So if you want to learn exactly sort of like step-by-step processes on how you can use Facebook organic marketing for yourself, then I recommend checking out my playlist, okay, on how to make money online with coaching and consulting. I'll link to that one somewhere up above and also down in the description below. Make sure you check out that playlist, guys, on how to actually market this stuff, okay? All right, and like the major thing that really sort of allowed to, or the major 2 things that really allowed me to make 4,800 in 24 hours is, first of all, selling something high ticket. Okay, so you want to make sure that whatever you're charging, we've kind of gone into this a little bit, whatever you're selling, you're actually charging your worth. Okay. So, I was charging $4,800 for this coaching program that I was selling at the time. Okay. And then also you want to be making sure that you learn how to sell over the phone, right? Selling over the phone has the highest conversion rate out of anything, right? Higher than websites, higher than funnels, higher than webinars or any of that stuff. Like selling over the phone is the best way to sell high ticket products. Okay, because there's just more of like a human connection there. You're actually talking to people. And I know, like I've said this before and I'll say it again, often when I talk to people about, learning how to sell over the phone, they instantly have imposter syndrome, right? So their mind starts coming up with like reasons why they don't want to sell over the phone, reasons why they can't sell over the phone. And they have these like limiting beliefs that sort of sales is sleazy, sales is this, sales is that. And it's not. Okay. If you own an online business, right, selling is absolutely fundamental for your business, right? Because if you're not making money, then you simply don't have a real business, right? But I always say this is like sales is a transference of emotion. Okay. So I'm just going to ask you this quick question. Have you ever been around somebody who's had sort of, like just bad intentions, right? And you've been able to sense it. Yeah, I think the likelihood is probably yes. Okay. And sales is just a transference of emotion. So if you are on a call with someone and you're up to some shady stuff, it's highly likely that the prospect that you're actually speaking with is going to be able to feel that energy, right? And it's going to raise sales resistance. Okay. But like when you can learn how to actually connect with your prospects on a deep level, right? Because you're on these calls to sort of help them, right? And this is another reason why I say it's really important that you have 100% conviction in the product that you're actually selling to your prospects. Okay. You have to have 100% conviction that what you're selling is actually going to help these people, right? Because when you're on these calls with people and you can learn how to connect with your prospects on a very deep level. Okay. So you're not trying to sell anything. You're just trying to sort of figure out exactly like, what are their problems? What are their pains? How long have they been experiencing these problems? Why are they experiencing these problems? And in the back of your mind that the product that you have is a right fit, to solve this problem for them. Yeah. And the prospect feels like, you're just connected. You're not trying to sell them. You're not trying to push anything. Like I've had people on calls, right, where I've literally sold them a $4,800 coaching program. And after the call, they thanked me. They said, "Oh, thank you so much." You know what I mean? They're actually grateful for me actually selling them something because they said, "Oh, I didn't feel like you were being pushy. I didn't feel like you were trying to sell me anything. I just felt like you were genuinely trying to help them." And, I was. But again, this is why it's so important to have 100% conviction in the product that you're trying to sell. Okay. Where we live in an online world where there's so much shady stuff going on online today that people are naturally skeptical. And this is one of the biggest dominoes, for you to really sort of start making money online today is dealing with that skepticism online. So you want to make sure that, you are selling something that's actually going to help your prospects get the end result that they're after. Okay. So basically, once you learn how to sell, it's really as simple as setting up an online calendar. So at the time I was using Calendly. Okay, setting up an online calendar for people to schedule schedule calls with you. And then it's basically, a system of sort of jumping on calls and sort of selling with these people. So yeah, like I said, if you want to learn how to market on Facebook, which is what I was doing at the time, recommend checking out my playlist, how to make money online with coaching and consulting. That one's going to be linked down in the description below. And then from there, it's really just about learning how to sell over the phone. Now, obviously, there is, a system and sort of process with learning how to sell. So obviously, if you want to learn more about that, then I recommend just clicking on the first link down in the description and then just sort of following the steps from there. But yeah, if you like this content, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next video.